I remember just getting back and I'm like, wow, like in San Diego, in California, like the dog is a priority. Like he's bugging me now. He's like, come on, let's go play outside.
This is Dali, the Doberman Pinscher, and this is his dad, singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and entrepreneur, Sir Daniel. Today we get to know Sir Daniel and Dali on Industry Pets. Sir Daniel,
Right.
welcome to the show. How are you today?
Another beautiful day in paradise, my man. Thanks for having me here. It's a blessing.
We're here to get to know Dali the Dobie a little bit better today. So tell us
The
about Dali and how he came into your life.
One of my friends had a Doberman, and I absolutely like. I would come home tired from work, and he'd just be chilling, and he'd lay down, and I'd just lay my head on him. I was like, I gotta have a Doberman. So I'd been searching and searching and searching, Craigslist, and then I found like a rescue. After like months, I found a little 2 month old Doberman. Went to go check him out. He was the last of the litter. He was like the runt to say, and he was a rescue from Tijuana. So he's Mexican. He's a Mexican Doberman. Um, and yeah, I was working at a smoke shop at the time. Vision, shout out to Vision Smoke Shop. Boo 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 boo. Yeah, I wanted like I needed like a companion, a best friend, but then at the same time like a first line of defense, so people wouldn't mess with me, kind of vibe. I really liked the breed, and at the time I needed like a companion, a road dog, like a right hand man, to say my security guard.
So you get him and he's 2 months old. What was the training process like? Was he always chill? Did you have any issues training him? You know?
The year 1 through 3 is just like the hardest. The first year they're teething and they're like learning, they don't know anything, it's their first introduction to the world. You're like trying to socialize them, trying to get them to potty train. um but yeah, you're just like figuring them out, like learning when they're tired, when they have to pee, really trying to create that connection between the animal.
So how did you come up with the name of Dali?
Yeah, so Dali, oh man, me and my partner at the time, we were going over names. We were just like this, and I just kept throwing them and throwing them and throwing them. And finally, like I looked at his whiskers, and they were really long for his age. And Salvador Dali is one of my favorite painters, as well as like the Dalai Lama. He's just like so chill and calm, and I thought it was just so fitting somehow. Uh, Dali is really, really calm but very active at the same time. So I don't know. It's like this active, creative, but still humble, quiet, peaceful Doberman.
How is Dali around the studio? Do you take him into your recording sessions with you?
Oh, as a pup, it was cool because again, like he didn't understand like what these sounds were. So like I would hit a snare, I'd be programming on the machine, and he'd be like looking around, he'd start barking because he'd hear the snare, the frequencies, and he'd be confused, and he's like, what, you just see their heads kind of turn around. Now Dali's just like sleeping and chilling. I mean, more or less he's bugging me now. He's like, come on, let's go play outside, like. And when he was a kid or whatever, he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna sleep. Now he's like, come on, I'm tired of this snare. You've been looking for the same snare for over 5 years now. Switch it up.
So does Dali help you in the creative process at all?
He's definitely part of all the production process. I like to call him my executive producer. So he's involved in everything, whether it's like the concept for the song, or just even like being in the studio. He's like, all right, bro, like you need to step out and get some fresh air real quick. We got to talk about what we just did, and then go back and slam a couple other, verses or ideas. But yeah, Dali's like, I'm kind of jealous of him because he's a chick magnet. He gets all the, can I say the word?
Yeah, of course.
He gets all the ladies. He gets all the bitches. So I'm just like, I'm observing him and I'm studying him, and I'm just like, you're really cool. You're really smooth, and it's just like, it's inspiring. It's inspiring to see how he gets along with everybody.
This is your partner in crime. I mean, he goes with you everywhere, right?
Yes, correct. He's on my hip. We go to Costco. We go to the bank. We go everywhere.
Have you been to certain areas that are less dog friendly?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. 2021, we did a cross country tour from coast to coast, so San Diego all the way. We took 10 to Miami, and I guess people. I don't know if a place in particular, but there's always people that are like, it's a big dog. The type of dog that Dali is, we definitely get a lot of more like, looks. We get more looks to say. I remember just getting back and I'm like, wow, like in San Diego, in California, like the dog is a priority, like he has his rights. He has, whereas everywhere else it's just kind of like
Does Dolly get along with other dogs?
100%. Yeah, dude. Super fortunate. Again, I got him at 2 months. I had that smoke shop. People would always come in and look for him, and then people would want to introduce their dogs to him, and an excellent dog around other dogs.
Dolly has had puppies.
Dali has had puppies. Yeah, I
Nice.
wanted to continue the legacy, and I kept one of them, and I sent him to my brother in Santa Barbara. So he's a Santa Barbara boy.
Nice. What is that dog's name?
That dog's name is Chulo. Shout out to Chulos.
Since you are around musicians and music all the time, if your dog could play an instrument, what would be Dolly's favorite instrument? If he had fingers.
Ooh, ooh. Okay, he's kind of mystical. Like he could either be like the lead singer, or he could be playing like, because he's so lazy, like the triangle. Yeah, or like the cowbell. Like whatever instrument he decides to play, he just kind of gets to float through it and chill through it. But I see him being like the front man, or like a tambourine, or like
Yeah.
a cowbell or a triangle.
So does Dolly like to wear clothes? I see he has hats sometimes.
Yeah, so Dali has his own clothing and hat brand. He loves to be dressed up. I'll put glasses on him. I'll put hats on him, beanies. Um, put my clothes on him. Uh, yeah, I would say he likes it. I think he enjoys it. I mean, he'll definitely throw himself on the floor and roll over at times when maybe he gets too hot and he's like, "Man, take this off now." But for the most part, he's always wearing his hat or his hoodie. He's promoting his brand.
Does he like the ocean?
Absolutely loves the ocean. Water, anything water, crashing waves, crashing water at a water creek or a waterfall. Something captivates him, and he's just like biting. He's just trying to get it and trying to get it. And I'll throw the ball into the lake or into the ocean far. Like, bye, bye, Dali. And he'll get it, and he'll retrieve it, come right back, and let's do it again. Yeah, he's not a stranger to the water.
Does he know any tricks?
He knows the basics, like sit, lay down, roll over, right paw, left paw, say hi. I have him like in the mornings when he's ready to go outside, like he'll bring me his leash and his collar to like, hey, okay, like now I want to go outside now. I mean, other than that, we have communication also, like on the skateboard, as far as like, march, like let's go, like take off and slow down. Well, I can make him kind of run and cycle through my legs like in an 8 pattern, which I think is pretty impressive.
And you said he pulls you on a skateboard?
Yeah. Oh man, I think we're going like 30, 40 at least. Yeah,
That's
full
awesome.
speed on the boardwalk of Mission Beach. Look out
Nice.
for us.
If someone sees you and Dolly out, what do you want to tell them to do? Should they just come up and say, "Hey, what's up?" Should they bring a favorite treat for him?
The correct way to approach Dali is just depending on if he's working or not working. So if he's working, he's quote unquote unapproachable, because he's supposed to be focused on the task at hand. But if it's like at a show or it's like fan time, oh yeah, bring him cookies, bring him treats, bring him toys, bring him gifts, bring him all of that because he absolutely enjoys receiving love and attention and gifts. He wants you to say hi to him. Or he wants me to ask you for permission for him to go greet you. Yeah,
Awesome. You're traveling around. You're one of the most hardest working individuals that I know, and so part of how you are as an independent artist, and you take Dali with you when you travel. Where are people most likely to find you all hanging out if they want to like catch you for a show or something?
definitely Dali's favorite place and mine place to hang out is at the beach. Typically or lately, we've been at Pacific Beach, but we bounce between Ocean Beach, Pacific Beach, and then Santa Monica up in Los Angeles.
Gotcha. So San Diego and LA, if you're in those areas or you're coming to visit those areas, keep an eye open on the beach because whenever you see a beach, there's a possibility you might catch a glimpse of Sir
You're
Daniel
gonna
and
find
Dali.
and the big Sprinter van. You can't miss us. There's a big face on it, and Delso Records on the other side.
So hey, tell everybody what you got going on and how to catch you.
All right. So my name is Sir Daniel. I'm with Delso Records. I just released a new record called Sexy Little Thing. It's on all streaming platforms. You can find me at Sir Daniel on Spotify, Apple Music, and on Instagram. It's Sir Daniel SD for San Diego, or just abbreviation for Sir Daniel. I got Sprinter party bus shows this month. One the 15th here in San Diego, one the 16th in Los Angeles, and then I'll be bouncing from Santa Barbara, Los Angeles, and Palm Springs all month. Make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can see all the dates for all of that. But yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram and YouTube at Sir Daniel SD.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Sir Daniel, for being here on the show. We appreciate you and we loved getting to know Dali the Dobie.
Shout out to Industry Pets. We appreciate your time. Thank you for having us. Dali says, woof, woof. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.